Alright guys, we're on book 3. How exciting! Let's go! And look around. That's so adorable. I love that. Is this where we're supposed to meet up? Everybody better be here. Ah, there you are. Did all of us actually arrive on time? Now that's a rare occurrence. Ugh, took you guys long enough. The crowds have been totally overwhelming. Well, this is the central square for the festival. There are bound to be crowds. Aren't the decorations impressive? The main event will be held on that stage. Now this festival is particularly important ritual in the Shaftlands. History. Said to date back before the advent of magic. Here we go again, another interminable lecture. Is that tent over there the stage, the biggest one? There are a bunch of smaller tents around too. Smaller ones had a little performances and merch and stuff. Say, Professor Train, since we're doing field work and all, could we take a look around the square? Well, I don't see why not. We have a bit of time before the show starts. Alright, everyone. You go observe the festivities. Nice! Hey, Emily and Grimm, are there any tents you want to check out? If you look to the right, there's a most fascinating sight. Oh, hey, what's over there on the left? Let's go with Ida. Doggy! What? There's a dog on his hind legs leading around a human on all fours. A dog walking its owner? At least. That's the costume idea. Well, it's less of a costume and more of a full-on mascot outfit. There are tons of others. A two-tailed horse whose head is a second rear. A crawfish preparing to cook a chef. A ship being chased by fish. What an odd lineup. Right? You think if people were gonna go to the trouble of dressing up, they'd be superheroes or popular characters. Oh, I get it. They're all role reversals. So then, if a dog walking its owner counts, can you two get into the show if you swapped roles? I don't know. I wouldn't want Emmeline leading me by the collar, even if it was for a show. Wait a sec. If you're the one being led, then... He clearly meant the opposite, Grimm. It's so busy here. There are so many different showcases. I doubt I could catch all of them. Emily, let me know if there's anything else you're interested in. Oh, I just saw something curious come out of the tent over there that way. Let's go check out that tent up front. Let's go with the tent over there. Whoa, what's that guy thinking? He's walking across a rope that's way up high. It's called a tightrope walking. I've never seen someone do it in the middle of a city. I've heard such performances, but I've never seen one before. Balancing a long pole in both hands while walking across a single piece of rope. It's patently absurd. Walking on the ground isn't enough for them. They have to walk in the air too. Oh, poor Azul. Nerve-wracking, isn't it? Absolutely, I don't see any safety nets down below. What if they fell? Then again, there's a trick to every show. Surely they have safety equipment that's just not as obvious. But even with that knowledge, my palms are still getting sweaty just watching this. Wind's blowing hard too now that rope's wobbling. Oh, guy's gonna fall! I simply don't understand it. How can someone rely so heavily on their legs when they only have two of them, and no suction cups to boot? Azul and Grimm are both equally absorbed watching this. That's not something you see every day. Those people in front of the tent over there, I think I've seen them before. Who could they be? Let me sit on your lap. Who are they? I need to know. Are they just other students, or are they actually characters? Oh my gosh. Chenya! Haven't seen that dude in frickin' forever. Heck yeah. Those are Royal Sword Academy students, if I'm not mistaken. Ah, you're right. That's Neige, and he's surrounded by a bunch of townsfolk. I see Chenya as well. I wasn't expecting to run into him here. There are more of them too. This whole area is crawling with sparkly Royal Academy prince archetypes. I guess all the preppies turned up for the social too, huh? They stand out even in these vast crowds. That's Royal Sword Academy for you, I suppose. I see some other people I know as well. I guess a lot of arcane academies came for the social. This show is supposed to be the centerpiece of the festival. I'm sure it's on everyone's school itinerary. Hey, someone's come out on the center of stage. Looks like the festivities are starting. Everyone have a seat at the tables. With bench seating, there's enough room for 6 people at each table. I'll sit with Professor Train. I'm sure it will be quite educational. Yeah, I'll sit at that table too. That way I don't get struck as the odd guy out. Very well, Emmeline, come join us. You could stand to learn more about this world. Then I shall join your table as well. I'd like to hear Emmeline's thoughts on everything. Hey, I'm sitting next to my henchman. Someone's got to look after him. Is that right? Then I shall sit next to you, Grim. I trust you won't mind. I guess, if you insist. Now hold on. I would also like to sit at my leash's table and hear his insights. Sit elsewhere, Grim. I shall take your place. That will make 6. You're not the boss of me. I don't really care where I sit, but I don't like your tone, so nah, I ain't moving. Have you no appreciation for what honor it is to sit next to the great Malleus? That seat is wasted on you. Yikes, here we go. Another endless curricular argument over something completely trivial. If someone doesn't step in here, we're never gonna get this seating figured out. Ida is a complete and total mood. Like, I feel like every person in the whole wide world can relate to this man in some way. Oh. Rock, paper, scissors. I love rock, paper, scissors. Oh, simple and straightforward to the approach. Very well, Grim. To battle! 1, 2, 3. Shoot! What? Woohoo! I win! How bitter it tastes. That's what you get for leaving your fate up to chance. If you don't want to lose, you should be better prepared. Ah, so this is where Night Raven College students are sitting. Hello, Flamme. Are you touring the festival as well? Yes, it's part of my duties as student council president since I invited all the schools. Might I join your table? I'd enjoy the chance to chit-chat with you all. By all means, you're more than welcome. There's not enough space, however. Oh, that's easy to solve. Grim could sit in Emmeline's lap. Ah, of course, any opportunity to chat with a Noblebell College student is an honor. I'd be glad to have you join us. Oh man, I don't want to be stuck on someone's lap. Well, you can always sit with me. That grin's giving me the heebie-jeebies. Sounds like an even worse option. Does Ida actually like Grim? Or is he being, like, totally sarcastic? I cannot tell. Emmeline, scoot back and make extra room for me to sit. Apologies for the trouble, but thank you for having me all the same. My word, I hadn't even thought of that option. Aswell, why didn't you speak up when I wanted that seat? Because he wanted to preserve his hearing, obs. I demand that someone other than Malleus let me sit in their lap. Are you aware of how tall you are? I suppose you have a point there. Then you can sit in my lap, Aswell. How desperate are you? Absolutely not. Sit back, don't pester them. You've lost the contest. Now you must accept the outcome with grace. I beg your pardon, sir. My sincerest apologies. Oh, come on now. There's no need to mope. You can sit at the next table over. There's hardly any difference. Go on and sit down. The show's starting. Your attention, please. It's time to put down your work, leave your worries at the door, and celebrate. Topsy-turvy fest. Topsy-turvy? What, we all gonna stand on our heads or something? The idea is that the participants' social standings are introverted. Hence, festival goers need not worry about titles or status. The weak become the strong, and everyone can play the part of a king. So you call it an unceremonious ceremony. Indeed, as such, everyone wears masks for the duration of the festival. Sensible enough. There's no way no one will recognize you and how you conduct yourself however you please. Oh yeah, I did notice people selling masks around town. There's something cool about seeing everyone looking all mysterious like that. Partying sounds like a good time to me. We all loved Topsy-Turvy Fest, but the one who loved it most of all was the kindly bell ringer. Who's that? Have you truly never heard of him? Nope. Grim, did you not even read a little about Floor City before coming? If it ain't food, I ain't interested. You know, your one-track mind is oddly reassuring. What's this? Have you never heard of the Kingly Bell Ringer? Really? Really? That guy's talking to a hand puppet. Is he okay? Why are you concerned? The puppet is clearly meant to evoke a ventriloquist's dummy. What now? The clown behind the puppet is basically dubbing it over. I mean, he's talking without moving his mouth, so it makes it look like the puppet is talking. So he's talking to himself? Why would anyone do that? It's an act. Now quiet down and watch. Since you don't know, then I will tell you the tale of the kindly bell ringer. Our tale begins in the small city where the righteous judge lived. The righteous judge was fair and just. Everyone respected him and abided by his judgments. That's the personage Flamme told us about at Noble Bell College. Oh yeah, there was one big stone statue of him in the front of the school, right? So you remember? I'm surprised. Hey, I resent that. Of course I remember something I learned today. But there was no one who adored him more than his own disciple, the kindly bell ringer. Oh, so the guy on the horse had a student. Indeed, the kindly bell ringer is beloved throughout the Shaftlands, much like the righteous judge. Neither rain nor wind could deter the bell ringer from ringing the bells to announce the time throughout the town. But one day, disaster struck the peaceful city. You know, I've been wondering about this ever since I first heard the anecdotes about the righteous judge. What exactly was this disaster? I tried looking into it before the trip, but I couldn't find any useful information. I should think not, since no one knows for certain. None of our literature goes into detail about it. The only writing we have on the matter is disaster struck enveloping the city in a shroud hued the same as fiery crimson lotus. Crimson, Does that perhaps suggest a great fire? Oh yes, I understand fires can be devastating on land. It's a frighteningly powerful element. Plus, back in the old days, they didn't have any building codes or regulations, so the buildings were probably clammed way too close together. The fire must have been worse than anything we could imagine nowadays. The fiery crimson engulfed the city, throwing the people into terror and chaos. But the kindly bell ringer rang his bell and gave courage to the people. He then valiantly fought to protect the city. Whoa, Nito, what a brave man he was. Huh, so he was basically a cool, gallant guy. Sounds like me. They say the bell ringer held up the righteous judge's teachings in everything he did. What devotion! They must have truly trusted each other. Yes, none of that would have happened if not for the righteous judge's exceptional character. And what did the kindly bell ringer love most of all? Topsy-turvy day. A long time ago, when the festival was called when this festival was called Topsy-turvy Day, the townsfolk chose the bell ringer to be their king, and oh, how they were celebrated! What a wonderful man he must have been. And what a wonderful celebration this is. Do you appreciate it more now? Yep. Absolutely. I appreciate it too. We've got lots of fun in store, whether you're a local or just visiting. It's time to kick off Topsy Turvy Fest. Uh-oh. Oh! Betty! Now some people in fluttery costumes are coming out. Okay, who's ready for some topsy-turvy fun? That's some rather impressive tambourine playing. They move so fluidly with those scarves fluttering about, like they're floating on air. Extrovert energy too strong. It's traditional to perform a dance with scarves and tambourines at this show. Hey, what's with the sparks that happen every time they shake the tambourines? Those are a form of magical fireworks. Oh, then is everyone dancing a mage? No, most of them aren't. The sparks are produced by magical implements. The organizers work with mages to produce the magical tambourines. That way, anyone can use magic during the Topsy-Turvy Fest. Interesting. So keeping in mind with the Topsy-Turvy theme, non-practitioners can use magic in a sense. They merely produce sparks and you're all content with such trivial feats of magic? It'd be so much more enjoyable if they performed grander feats. What's fun about banging on instruments so old they might as well be fossils? You could totally upgrade those. Rolo just explained that they are traditional implements, using the same ones is the point. It's not about grandeur of magic. What matters is that everyone can enjoy them. This insipid festival is nothing but a gathering of shameless and magic-addled fools. Did you say something just now, Flamme? I'm so sorry, I couldn't hear you over the din of the festival. Oh, it was nothing. I'm sure you'll learn much from experiencing the festivities firsthand. Come on, everybody. Join in the fun and get dancing. Oh yeah, time to boogie. I'm gonna show you all my jaw-dropping dance moves. Huh? Dance me? Tell me you're joking. That's a hard nope for me. Are you going to just sit there while everyone else is dancing? You'll stick out like a sore thumb, you know. Shroud, it would be most impolite to remain seated when they invited you to take part. Dude, it would be way more cringe if I danced. Are you all ready? Let's tear it up. Oh. Oh. Yay! Easy peasy. That was fun. I'm glad to have finally gotten a twist to. Man, it's been so long. Any more chapters I have? A burst of fireworks. I can't keep this up. All the spinning is making me dizzy. Everyone's totally dazzled by me. Let's crank this party up. Hey, wait, where'd all the tambourine sparklies go? Those tambourines are simply magical trinkets made specifically for the dance. I imagine the magic they were imbued with has run out. It's finally over. Well, everyone, let's say we wrap up here and adjourn back to our campus. I don't wanna. I'm just getting started. Time to really spice things up. Oh no. Oh, fireworks! Where are they coming from? They're so pretty and sparkly, way bigger than the ones from the tambourine. Check it out, Emmeline. Everyone's going gaga over my magic. Graham, you should know better than to just fire off magic in the streets. You're just jealous because everyone's impressed with me. We are no such thing. Your antics risk my liege losing face. Okay, everybody, quiet down. It looks like some mischievous fledgling mage decided to gift us a little present. And hey, this festival only comes once a year, so let's forget all of our cares and party down. That was so cool. Do the fireworks again. Come on, everyone, let's dance some more. Looks like all the festival goers are happy. Good for you, Graham. Now Professor Train will let you off the hook for using magic. I don't know about that one, Chief. Scratch that. He's totally peeved. I should think so. Someone as strict as Professor Train wouldn't just let you get away with breaking the rules. Poor Grim, he's gonna get the lecture of a lifetime when we get back to Night Raven. Still, the festival goers enjoyed it. That was a fine way to energize the event. Perhaps I could put out on a performance I had prepared as well. Slow down, Malleus. You were planning to perform in it at the ball, right? A special present has the most impact when offered at a special time. If you were to get carried away by the festivities and perform it now, you'd be spoiling half the fun. Would I? Yes, absolutely. Trust me. No one else at our school can turn maximum profit for minimal effort like I can. Personally, I kind of wish you'd just forget the whole thing. This again, you really don't know when to let something go. You're just going to have to deal with it. Then I'll take your advice, Ashengrotto. Instead, I'll offer a more modest blessing of fireworks. A gift from Malleus himself. You should prostrate yourself in gratitude, humans. Everyone's enjoying the festivities. This is wonderful. Allow me to help, Malleus. A gift, huh? I don't really love just giving stuff. Giving away stuff. Even if it's not worth much. But hey, a little magic's a small price to pay for a debt of gratitude. Here goes. Why is everyone joining in? Looks like Night Raven boys are the ones sending up all these fireworks. What a perfect time for me to join in with a little whimsical magic of my own. Check it out. Jenna, you know better than to do that. Then again, if it's making everyone happy, maybe I should do a little too. This is part of the social, and let's help liven things up. Regardless of how this happened, I wouldn't want Night Raven to be outdone. Agreed, let's show them what we're made of. Ah, the crowd is so lively and full of smiles. Marvelous. Let's allow me to contribute. Allow me to contribute as well. I suppose after getting the locals' hopes up, it would be poor form to disappoint them. Fine, I'll allow it as long as you remain on your best behavior. Certainly, I'll make sure to liven things up in an appropriate way. Housewarming, let's send off a big burst of fireworks together. I would love to see that whole scene, like, in the manga, or, like, an OVA of the anime coming out in October. That would be so cute. Like, if they... I mean, I know that the anime is gonna be based on the manga, but I don't know if they're gonna have these stories in that or not. I haven't really read it yet, so I have to get on that. Magic-addled fools, the lot of them. The sight of it all sickens me. What's the matter, Flamme? You should be enjoying the festivities as well. Malleus, you and many of your peers possess exceptional magical prowess. As such, you should circumspect in how you use it. I hardly think such power is meant for arbitrary spectacles that inflame the public. As you say, I am indeed powerful, so I am not free to use it and bestow gifts. So am I not free to use it and bestow gifts upon the people as I see fit? The people enjoy seeing our magic. That's sufficient reason enough for me. Come, Emmeline, join us in the festivities. I'll be right over there. Magic's such a troublesome thing. Wouldn't you agree, Emmeline? I can only imagine how arduous it must be to spend your days surrounded by a gaggle of rambunctious, foolhardy mages. There will be a much better place without magic, and the chaos it brings. Surely you must have had similar thoughts. Pretty much used to the chaos by now. You're used to it? Oh, you poor thing. I can't blame you for becoming numb to the absurdity after spending every day swimming in it. Mages use their magic to lead people astray and cloud the eyes of the virtuous public. It's a sad state of affairs. But worry not, that state of affairs shan't last much longer. Hey, Emmeline, you've got better things to do than stand around. Check this out. I call it the Great Grimm's Ultra Deluxe Golden Megafire. It worked. What amazing fireworks. The festival this year is something else. Keep the fireworks coming, mages, and I want to see everyone dance. All these foolish mages. Suspicious, very suspicious. More president. That sound. Alas, the nighttime bell is rung. It's time for our delightful festival to come to an end. Did everyone have some topsy-turvy fun? You're always welcome to come back again. We'll see you at next year's Topsy-Turvy Fest. Boy howdy, my cheeks hurt from laughing so much. All the locals looked like they had a blast. What a great festival. Attention all Arcane Academies attending the social. It's time to return to Noble Bell College. I don't see Flamme around. President Rollo already went back to the school. I'm sure he's making preparations to welcome everyone. I see. I feel bad putting him to so much trouble. Considering how many mages you're hosting, it must have taken a great effort to get things ready for today alone. Yeah, honestly, it did, and our president's been especially busy. He's worked harder than any of us to make sure this social happened. Say what? Rel's the kind of guy who looks all chill and detached, but who secretly wants to make friends? No, actually, he generally prefers to keep to himself. I was surprised when he brought up the idea of a social at all. I'm sure he did all this to open up new learning opportunities for us. He's strict with everyone, including himself, but he's very diligent. He's also self-disciplined and very discreet. His grades are outstanding, and he's got magic in spades. He's truly imaginative. Every student at Noble Bell College looks up to President Rollo. Ridiculous, all of it. Magic, a blessing? A gift? Fun? Lies, all of them. Utter tripe spewed by complete fools. Otherwise, what am I doing this for? What is that thing, like the bell on his chest? Like, is that... Like, how is that on there? Is it like... It's not a necklace, right? I don't, it's weird. But I won't dwell on it. The suffering will finally be over soon enough. The time has come. Fire! Like these flames, they will engulf everything, and I shall right this sorry state of affairs. I can hardly wait. Battle time! That distinctive ring. I'd beat after putting on that big show. I just want to go to my room and pass out. You must wait. One of the students here asked all social participants to assemble in this hall. I think all the students from the other schools are here too. Perhaps they're going to give us a schedule for tomorrow? Huh? Is that the Bell of Solace? It must be. There's no mistaking that distinctive ring. I thought the bell only rang at morning, noon, and night. And that nighttime bell has already rung. So why is it ringing this late? Is there some sort of flame in the... Is there some sort of flame in the corner of the hall? Looks like a flower, actually. Oh look, there's a bunch of pretty flat red flowers by those pillars. I don't remember them being there when we first arrived. They're beautiful. I've never seen anything like... Ugh. Uh-oh. The hell? Did that guy just touch the flower and collapse? What's happening? I'm getting dizzy. Students near those flowers are fainting, one right after another. More flowers are popping up at an alarming rate. I don't know if it's just me or what, but I'm feeling kind of lightheaded. Oh, it's not just you. I'm having dizzy spells too, it seems. It appears that the people closest to the flowers are fainting the fastest. What a sinister glow they have. It's enough to give me pause. Is it possible? Am I actually frightened by these tiny blooms? They're propagating flowers or climbing up my legs? What is this? Strength fading? The more they cover me, the fainter I feel. I fear I may be. Malleus! Are you alright? I'll get these flowers off immediately. Sit tight, please. Ghastly plans! How dare you swarm our liege! Begone and wilt! Silver Sebek, you came through for me. Please step back and allow us to handle this, Malleus. Mere weeds dare to harm the great Malleus? My magic shall obliterate you. Battle time! Woo-woo!
いい度胸が終わりだね。わかった。そうだね。反論はなしだ。判決を聞かせてあげよう。どうしてほしい？
Why? Oh man, if he done third, that could have been one shot.
ほら、僕は誰よりも正しい。
Yes, yes, very good. Good job. Fire lotuses. Wither plants. What in the world? Flowers just absorb Specs magic? The more spells we fire off, the more empowered they become. Their color, the way they glow. It's almost like fire. Careful, Emmeline. There are flowers spreading up behind you. Emmeline, get away! We won't make it in time. Emmeline! Huh? Huh? Nothing's happening, guys. What? They ain't doing anything? Great. You had me worried over nothing. So you alright, Emmeline? Aha, I have it. Everyone, put your magical pens away. Oh, but will the flowers swarm us if we do that? I felt we must listen to our wise professor. Silver and Speck, that goes for you as well. Do as Train says. Yes, sir. The flowers aren't multiplying as fast now that our pens are away. No, watch out, everybody get back! Oh no, he fell defending us. Real, stick behind me, you two card soldier, don't just stand there. Genya, I never asked for you to cover me, I can fight. We're all aspiring mages going to school on the same island, we gotta help each other out. Get out while I distract them. It's no use, we can't defend against these flowers, they're already surrounded us. This is a disaster, I must notify President Rollo. Stay away from me! The mages trying to defend the flowers with magic are totally getting overrun and collapsing. We can't draw any definitive conclusions from just this, but it's a pretty safe hypothesis to say these flowers respond to magic. Everyone gather around me and listen carefully. Whatever you do, do not even think about using magic right now. Do you know what these flowers are, Professor? I don't want to believe it, but given their fiery appearance and ability to absorb magic, there can be no doubt. These are fire lotuses. Fire lotuses? I've never heard of such flowers. Are they common on land? No, it's the first I've heard of them too, and I know I'd remember if I'd seen one. I can hardly blame you for not knowing about them. Even I didn't recall them immediately. They're plants that thrive on all manner of magical energy. When you say all magical energy, does that mean, yes, that includes magical energy of mages such as ourselves? What? When they sense magic, they reach out their vines, much like other plants reacting to the sun, and they grow roots and absorb the magic. They'll continue to sap a mage's magical energy. It serves as nourishment to help them bloom. And once they absorb the last of the mage's energy, the mage loses their magic permanently. They lose their magic! Dude, that's a final boss right there. They must be the most OP enemy in all of Twisted Wonderland. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like all the boys' shocked expressions are like the cutest faces they make. There's a plant that horrifying growing on land? Wait, this doesn't make sense. If a plant that dangerous existed, surely we would have learned about it in school. Fire lotus went extinct centuries ago. As I understand it, people back then banded together to eradicate the entire species in light of its danger. Nowadays, books on the history of magic give the plants only a passing mention as an old legend. Precisely, that's our Malleus. Your erudition knows no bounds. That guy just never stops. But what's an extinct plant even doing here, and why is there so much of it? That would be a better question for him. You're still standing. I suppose your wretched academy's reputation is deserved after all. It's you! Hello! Bad boy. Bad. So you're still standing. I suppose your wretched academy's reputation is deserved after all. It's you! Rolo. Hey, no fair standing up there where the flowers can't get you. Was all this your doing, Flamme? Indeed, one astute observation, considering what utter fools you are. What did you just call us? You wish me to say it again? Utter fools, all of you. Oh, you can scarcely imagine how hard it was to contain my laughter. As I watched you blithely indulge your merrymaking, completely ignorant of all the fire lotuses I was setting out. My, that was quite the predictable villain line, you know. Silence! You're the villains here! And what's more, you flaunted your magic and mesmerized the our good citizens with it. You mages cannot be You mages cannot be suffered to exist. But worry not, I shall bring salvation to the incorrigible villains like yourselves. I shall engulf the world in the fiery crimson of these flowers, and strip every mage in twisted Wonderland of their magic. See what? And there he is, folks, the secret mastermind who's controlling the final boss all along. But what kind of mastermind jumps the gun and shows up this early? Dude has like zero patience. Could you not right now? You're ruining the moment. Strip us of our magic, but then I wouldn't be able to become a great mage. That ain't cool. What reason could you possibly have for doing this? Were these plans to spread, Briar Valley would not escape unscathed. Regardless of Flamme's motivations, I cannot stand by and let this happen. This is exactly why you're all utter fools. How dare you! 3 times now you've called Malleus an utter fool. I've had it with you. Time to teach you some manners. Agreed. Rolo Flamme, prepare for battle. We can stop you without magic. I'm never a fan of the brute force option, but I suppose there's no alternative when our foe can't be reasoned with. Yeah, I can't just ignore an invasive plant species. I'm gonna put a stop to this before it spreads out of control. What's so amusing? Oh, you're far too late for that. My plan is already well underway. When the bell of solstice, I keep trying to say solstice, like solace. When the bell of solace rang for an unprecedented 4th time tonight, it suffused the city with magic. The fire lotuses aren't the only in the school. They've spread throughout the city and are sapping the energy from every mage living here. They spread throughout the city? Everyone look outside. Good lord, it looks like Caleb up in here. If you know, you know. My word, what a sight. The flowers are growing brighter and brighter, all at the expense of the people. While the flowers harbor no ill will, I could not possibly call them beauty. Though I thought you were an honorable guy, but no, you're just dirty. Low-down. You're just a dirty, low-down punk. It's on now. You come down so we can throw down. Oh my god, Deuce. Huh, you Night Raven college students are the only mages here still standing. What could you possibly hope to accomplish by yourselves? By all means, struggle and fight. You'll curse your own impotence, but soon enough. What was that noise? What noise? I didn't hear anything. I definitely hear something. It's a faint mechanical sound. Whoa, it's getting louder. That freaking noise jump scared me. Oh my god. Wow, that was like ear piercing. Holy. Allow me to invite you someplace more fitting so you can channel your energies appropriately. Oh, the floor's gone. I'm falling! Oh no, I'm falling! Oh, we'll finally be rid of it. And those accursed mages with Malleus Draconia foremost among them, they'll all be finished. Enjoy your time down below, though I think you'll find it quite draining. At long last, I shall finally met out my justice. Alrighty. Getting rid of plants. Ooh. I'm falling! Must protect my students. Everyone, brace for impact. Rah! Huh? Oof, yep. Landed right on my butt. Everyone alright? I think I'm okay. I'm glad everyone's okay. Looks like those who couldn't handle their own landing are unharmed thanks to Professor Train. Nicely done, Professor. Naturally, I landed fine on my own by applying a bit of wind magic. Is this really time to be sucking up? I see fire lotuses have reached here as well. Where are we anyway? There are more flowers down here. They're covering everything, as if the ground is on fire. So that was a part of his plan, drop us into a pit of flowers to drain us quicker? How cowardly can that human be? We have to do something about the flowers. We cannot let them get Malleus again. But they grow by absorbing magic. We can't use magic to destroy them. How will you handle them? It might not occur to you, considering the abundance of magic you were born with. But non-mages have their own methods for getting rid of plants. Getting rid of plants? Oh, I think I see what you're getting at. Want to fill in the rest of us? I think what he means is yank them from the ground. Okay, well that does seem simple enough. Even I can do it. It's a laborious task, but it needs doing. Alright, is everybody ready? If we don't want these plants to suck up all our magic, then it's time to get picking. Yeah, man, let's go. Let's go.
まとめて相手になってやる。やってやろうじゃん。大丈夫か。おいデュース、足だけは引っ張んじゃねえぞ。偉そうに。誰に言ってんだエース。面白くなってきた。
Man, we almost had it one turn. Oh well.
わかった。わかりました。準備はいいかい、アズール。もちろんですよ、リドルさん。所詮この程度か。ほら。
Form's all wrong. My paws hurt pulling up. I typically prefer picking stalks, not stalks. Oh my god. I must say, doing weeding at my age wreaks havoc on my back. This is a new experience for me. I never knew picking plants was such a taxing endeavor, and every time I think I have things well in hand, they just grow back. Malleus, look out, more flowers at your feet. It's nerve-wracking to constantly make sure you're not getting entangled, not to mention time-consuming. Yeah, I'm about at my limit too. My stamina meter's gonna bottom out before my MP does. Come on, guys, you gotta pull with your legs. Your form's all wrong. Those stems ain't gonna come loose if y'all just keep stooping down with your backs. Get in the dirt. Ah, I just love weeding. What? I won't be outdone by any human. Oh my gosh. Silly boys, silly boys.
弱い者いじめの趣味はねえんだが。そうだ。悪くない。よそ見。どうしようもないな。何？そうする。逃がしはせん。
Oh,
おねぼね。
well,
見かけより甘くなかったかな。
like moths to the flame. Have we cleared the area? I've done weeding here. I've done weeding before, but it still wears me out. Guys, Professor Train's still crouching on the ground over here. He is? You're right. You're right. Are you okay, Professor? Back's too stiff. Can't get up. Ugh, jeez. Food weeds and you guys are already crying, Uncle? Smallest kids would handle this kind of job back in the slums. I'm so worn out, I don't even have the energy to get annoyed at your weird weeding flex. I'm with you guys. I used to do weeding all the time in the orchards back home. But these fire lotuses have long, strong roots. They ain't no garden variety weeds. Indeed, they're not. Uprooting even one is an arduous task. You said that people eradicated these plants long ago. How did they achieve that feat? Their methods have not been passed down in our lore. But considering how swiftly these flowers multiply, I doubt they did it by picking them one by one. To think a plant species could propagate so quickly even down here with no sunlight, what a bothersome bloom. Ah, I see a light at the end of the tunnel. I believe it leads outside. I'd like to find out where we are. Let us step outside and see. Ah, the moon's so bright! Oh, this is the same waterway we visited earlier today. So we dropped from Noble Bell College Lecture Hall, from the Noble Bell Lecture Hall into the underground waterways. Waterways? Oh yes, I read that there was a network of underground channels across the whole city, so this is one of them. Noble Bell College looks to be right above us. If I were to hazard a guess, I would say Rollo kept the fire lotuses prepared for his plan in this very waterway. He would have needed ample time and good resources to revive an extinct flower. This area is concealed from view and close to the school. It would have been easy to hide the plants here. If this was where the flowers started growing, it would make sense for the waterway to be teeming with them. I don't know where Rollo got his hands on seeds of an extinct plant, but boy, talk about classic villain move. That guy does not disappoint. What's with these flowers? They popped up out of nowhere. Someone help! My family's covered in red flowers and they won't wake up. No, stay back! Ah. I can hear the townsfolk screaming. It's late. Most people would be winding down for the night. They were probably caught unaware. All the mages in town must be getting attacked. Ugh, this is so frustrating. I don't get it. Why is Rollo so angry with mages? Or maybe I should ask what happened to make him feel this way. How should we know, and why should we care? Since he views mages with such disdain, doesn't that mean he hates himself? He's one of us too. Of course that logic of such a twisted human being would elude us. Given the depths of his hatred, I suppose the social was all part of his diabolical scheme as well. What? It only makes sense. Well, we don't know the reason why. Rollo clearly despises mages. He must have planned to use the fire. He must have planned to use the fire lotuses to disempower students from every arcane academy in one fell swoop. And we walked right into his trap, blissfully ignorant all the while. Like moths to the flame, huh? Where Rollo was standing, we must have looked like a little bunch of brainless worms. Yes, and as it chagrins me to admit, he was right. We were complete and utter fools. Okay, but like, I kind of think he was targeting Malleus from the start. Oh boy. What an anguished cry. Okay, but like, I kind of think he was targeting Malleus from the start. It's entirely possible. Malleus is foremost among the mages at our school, and the rest of the world, really. It wouldn't surprise me if the social was a smokescreen orchestrated for the sole purpose of bringing down Malleus. So this whole time the social was just bait. To catch the biggest fish of all, Malleus. Oh, they don't look pleased. I believe you both made your point abundantly clear. You can stop hammering it home now. Malleus, are you okay? He's been frowning this whole time. I can't blame him. I mean, you could say that we were all dragged into this mess because of him. Maybe he feels responsible. I have a feeling that's not it. This whole discussion about Rollo's intentions is pure speculation on our part. Even if it was true, Malleus has broken no rules. He has no reason to feel guilty. I know how it sounds, but for Mr. Zero EQ, Taskmaster Riddle, it's not just an empty consultation. He'd probably say the same thing if he were in Malleus' shoes. True, though I don't get the sense Riddle or Malleus are that upstanding. Something like this wouldn't make sense to either of them feel guilty. There are flowers behind Malleus. More of them? What pestiferous plants? Now I see. Everything he said was a lie. What? Oh, this is very bad. Malleus is angry. Angry? I thought he was sad. The social, the personal invitation to me, it was all pure deception. Oh, that makes me feel so bad. Because all he ever wants is an invite. Oh no. Oh. A ploy to lure me into a trap. You'll pay for this. You will pay, Rollo Flamé. Oh jeez, he is big mad. There you see, remind me. Was bad the silly notion that he was a sucker who felt guilty? Oh, what an anguished cry he has. It makes my own heart tremble. I don't think that's your heart trembling. It's literally the ground. Malleus was overjoyed to be personally invited. Yeah, see, that's what I was saying. He insisted on making extra preparations and reading everything he could about Fleur City. Yes, and he eagerly counted down the days until our trip by marking them on his calendar. Now that all his hopes have been dashed, his sorrow must be unfathomable. Oh, what a heart-rending sight. We're in mortal danger, and that's what he's mad about? I thought I'd been issued a genuine invitation. You shall pay dearly for this. That ain't so. On my first in on Ed, it's Static City over here. He's radiating so much power I can't move. It feels as though anyone who took a step towards him right now would get sent flying back. Okay, Malleus, calm down just a little bit, buddy. Cease this at once, Draconia. All this power will draw in more flowers. Let's just take a deep breath. I should pick the other one as well. Look, more flowers. Scores of them. Malleus, please stop. You're putting all of us in danger. These weeds. That boy. They will all rule the day. They mocked me. That kicked up so much dirt. I got a bunch of it in my mouth. I can't even see with all this dust. What incredible power. Deuce, everyone, are you alright? Yeah, I think so. But what about Malleus? After that brush of the power, the flowers must have devoured him. Oh no. No, say it isn't so. Malleus! He's fine. What? Huh? You're safe? I'm perfectly fine, as you can see. Jeez, don't scare us like that. How could you be fine after all those flowers swarming you? My word! Everyone, look around Malleus. Ain't no flower to be seen. What's this now? The fire lotuses are wilted? I'm glad we're all safe and sound, but Draconia, how could you forget yourself in a fit of pique? Have I not repeatedly outlined how Night Raven College students are expected to always remain calm and maintain proper decorum? My liege is safe. Oh, if anything had happened to you, I don't know what I would have done. So dramatic. Malleus, I must ask that you never give in to your anger and expose yourself to danger like that again. You had me so worried, Hornton. When I saw the rest of you in a panic, it helped to calm me down somewhat. Mental note, never make Malleus mad, like, ever. Agreed, I like being alive, thank you very much. But why had the flowers wilt? Draconia, care to explain what you did? It wasn't intentional, I simply unleashed my full magical might. It wasn't intentional. But the fire lotus leaves clearly drooping, some of them have yellowed as well. Something damaged them. I've seen similar things happen to plants back home in the Scalding Sands. The temperature's drastically different during the day than it is at night. When someone sets out plants during the day and forgets to bring them in at night, a frost forms on them and they wilt like this. Frost, you say? Considering Malice's power, it's possible. Perhaps you froze them when you unleashed your might. I don't recall doing anything of the sort. Then how? You know, I think I know what happened. What was it, Filmer? Have you identified the cause? Yes, sir, I think so. The same thing happened to some veggie seedlings I was growing back home. Going by just the symptoms, it looked like frost had got them, like Jamil described, but when I looked into it more, I found out it wasn't frost at all. The seedlings had wilted because of the fertilizer burn. Fertilizer burn? Yep, too much fertilizer can mess with a plant's roots and cause them to decay or get all mishappen. I bet the roots of these flowers look the same. See here? The roots of the flower you just pulled out are blackening and disintegrating. Exactly. I think that's just been. What a fantastic knowledge you've shown, Nepil. I couldn't be more proud of my fellow dorm mate. Oh, it's just because I grew up on an orchard around lots of plants and stuff. I beg to differ. It was decisive insight drawn from a personal experience. Fine work, Felmer. The fire lotuses absorbed all kinds of magic. In this case, they eagerly devoured all the power Draconia radiated, and, as a result, they became overnourished and decayed naturally. Well, that makes dealing with them way easier. If our esteemed companion here just unleashes one of his absurdly powerful spells, he can make all the fire lotuses in town wilt once and for all, right? Sounds easy to me. I'm afraid this is not feasible. Unfortunately, most of my power was absorbed during our initial encounter with these flowers in the lecture hall. Oh no. What? Only reassuring. Are you alright, sir? I'm not under any great strain, but it will take longer than usual for me to cast spells. When we fell into the waterway, I tried to safeguard Emmeline, as my friend can't use magic. But I couldn't control my magic as normal. I couldn't even levitate as I usually can. It will take some time for me to recover. My power alone won't be enough to eliminate the fire lotuses in the city as things stand. Makes sense. Those flowers aggroed Malleus right away in the lecture hall. Yes, it's only because he's Malleus that he's still standing right now. Any other mage would have long since been sucked dry if that many flowers had gotten them at once. Those wretched plants and permanents knows no bounds. It might not be feasible with just Malleus, but what if we all combined our magic? Who, us? Are you serious? Okay, let me give you a metaphor. If Malleus's power is a 25-meter pool, each of ours would be a water bottle. No, not even that. We'd be all bottle caps worth. The rest of us combined couldn't even reach half of his power. Pooling our magic for some fancy combo attack, please. We're a drop in the bucket compared to him. I wouldn't describe my power that generously. No, he's right. You possess immense power, Malleus. We could never hold a candle to you. This isn't a competition, but the point still stands. Then I guess we gotta stick to eating them the old-fashioned way. Out of the question. It was already hard enough to clear the ones around here. We couldn't cover the whole city. We'd never be able to keep up with how fast they spread that way. The flowers would swarm us in a second. It'd be like laying out a bouquet for them. Then what else can we do? Oh, what if we burn them without using magic? That'd take care of them fast, right? Deuce, you know how far they've spread throughout the town. If we set them on fire, the flames will spread and burn down the whole city. That's just as bad. Oh, right. Can't we ask Night Raven College and others outside the city for help? There are still unconscious students in the lecture hall, you know, their magic being sapped away as we speak. If we don't act fast, the flowers will drain them of their magic completely and they'll never regain it. Judging by how rapidly I could feel my own power being drained, we have an hour at most. We have hours at most. We can't afford to wait for help. We cannot allow one man's nonsense to deprive those young students of their futures. We have to do something. I don't know. I mean, personally, I couldn't care less what happens to the Royal Sword guys. Well, do that way. Yeah, they kind of brought it on themselves. We could just go home right now. You fools! Don't you realize why you're still even standing? It's because Royal Sword Academy students sacrificed themselves so you could make it out unscathed. To think that you would turn your backs on them so easily, Oh, where did I go wrong in teaching you? I've always imposed the importance of decorum, and yet... Whoa, Drake's crying. Dude, apologize to him, Rookie. What, me? What you said was way worse. You're both terrible. There's many victims left unconscious with the flowers indiscriminately draining their magic. Right now the blooms are still within the city limits, but they will spread further before long. And when that happens, they'll endanger those we care about. Professor Tran's right. It falls to us to wipe out the fire lotuses. Yes, I suppose so. While I also don't care about anyone from Royal Sword Academy, I can't stand the notion of leaving a debt unpaid. Okay, fair. It bugged me a ton if those sparkly normies saved us and we didn't even it up. You're totally right, Azul. You gotta pay him back debts in kind. That's the spirit. The last thing I need is them inconveniencing us. The last thing I need them is invoicing us for medical expenses because they saved us. Besides, gentlemen, think about it. We could have a whole bevy of mages in our debt. How could we possibly let such a golden opportunity slip through our fingers? There we go with Azul's bizarre idea that it's okay to take an L if you get some kind of dub out of it. That's not a healthy mindset, you know? Bizarre, I resent that. I only do this sort of thing when I expect ample return. It's called an investment. It's oddly reassuring how your priorities never change, Azul. I share all your sentiments. I haven't the slightest intention of walking away from this affair. I won't be satisfied until I can strike down Rolofame for deceiving me. Absolutely. I couldn't possibly leave the city until he grovels before you and begs for forgiveness, my liege. Agreed. We need to teach Rollo that what he's doing isn't right. So let's put our heads together and think of a plan to save everyone. Save. Something about that word is nagging me. Huh? What's up? I take it you've connected the dots as well? You're all making this much harder than it has to be. The fastest way to eradicate the fire lotuses is to inundate them with magic until they wilt. But as we've established, our group doesn't have the power to do that on our own, so we'll just use an alternate power source. What? The fastest way to eradicate the fire lotuses is to inundate them with magic until we will. Yeah, we already read all this. But who could we turn to for such power when practically all the mages in the city are incapacitated? There are few mages with magical reserves on par with our own. We'd have to gather hundreds of them. I'm surprised you still don't get it. Dude, Melius, you're powerful and all, but seriously? Are magic pools the be all and end all to you? I don't peg you as an oonga boonga brute force kind of guy. Did you just mock my liege? Look, I mean, come on, if you can't do something yourself, wouldn't you normally use a tool or some kind of some kind to get the job done? Isn't using tools to make things easier the mark of intelligent life? Tools. It's a really handy one, just begging to be used, you know. A magical artifact that sends magic all over the city. The Bell of Solace. Ah, the Bell of Solace. Bingo. Remember what Rolo said when we first got attacked in the lecture, right? When the Bell of Solace rang for a fourth time, it suffused the city with magic. Cue smug face emoji. Normally the bell rings 3 times a day. So Rolo rang it a 4th time to amp up the magic and make the flowers grow like wildfire. Of course, you're right, all the flowers popped up in the lecture hall immediately after the bell rang, which means, now you get it. 1 extra ring is enough to make the flowers grow super fast. So if we ring it a bunch and fill the city with even more magical power, what do you think's gonna happen to all those precious flowers he spent so long carefully cultivating? The city would become even more saturated with magic, and the flowers would get overwhelmed and wilt. To think that this is what causes them to flourish would also be their demise. It's exactly Apple's description of fertilizer burn. So we'll supply the necessary magic with a tool rather than our own power. It's true, I normally never consider that kind of option. There are very few instances where my magic isn't sufficient for the task. I wish I could say that once in my life. Very well, let us head for the Bell of Souls and ring it right now. I think not. All of you are to wait here. Huh? I will climb the bell tower and ring the Bell of Solace. Since we've cleared this area of fire lotuses, it's safer than anywhere else. All of you stay on here until the bell is rung. Professor Train, you shouldn't strain yourself. What did you mean by that? He's been stooped over this whole time. My father does the same thing when his back hurts. Wait, so he hurt his back? Must have been from all the weeding. I have not. Yeah, real convincing, bud. Professor, why would you push yourself like that? You should have just told us you're in pain. He has his pride as a professor. It's only naturally when his students see him in a moment of weakness. So you're just trying to save face? Come on, Professor. Pride ain't worth a single sorcet. But the Bell of Souls is on the top floor of the tower. The way up is bound to be infested with fire lotuses. It will be dangerous getting up there. Then the main character should go up there, since fire lotuses don't affect them. Boom! Mind blown. You make our case for us, Train. You would climb the stairs far too slowly since you're in pain. The flowers would consume you in seconds. Allow us to handle this. Please do. We're not afraid of danger. We've learned from the best, after all. I don't like where this is going. This is gonna end with us having to climb the tower, isn't it? Where shall I begin? This is strangely reminiscent of the story of the righteous judge and the kindly bell ringer. I'm sure the righteous judge was incredibly worried when the kindly bell ringer was trying to avert the catastrophe, but he chose to have faith in his dear pupil and let him go, and so the city was saved. As your teacher and chaperone, I'd prefer it if you didn't endanger yourselves, but I suppose I must have faith as that great man once did. You can rest assured that we shan't disappoint. Worry not, Professor Train, for I shall protect Malleus. Mind giving us a little of that protection too? I'm sorry for Speck's lack of manners. You all have my protection, of course. It's fine. We should all be looking out for ourselves anyway. That's how I prefer it. If you're worried, Rookie, you could always stay behind with Professor Train. None of us would hold it against you. Ooh, in that case, maybe I should. I was speaking to you. As a house warden, it's your responsibility to help. Actually, I'll be going to the aid of the mages in town once you've set off. Wait, what? But the city's overrun with those flowers. It's too dangerous. Professor, you hurt your back, did you not? You should lie down and put some ice on it. What ice? Where? Well, I guess they're mages, they can summon it. I suddenly feel decades older. Don't worry, climbing those stairs might be too much for me, but I can handle getting rid of some flowers. Professor, I know you're quite capable, but I do question whether you'll really be safe in town. Well, if you're all that concerned, Emily Grimm. Since you have no magic powered pools to speak of, the flowers present no longer danger you, and Grimm, you're nimble and could easily avoid the flowers. I'd like you both to join me in helping the townspeople. Aw, man, you really asking me? I don't know. Sign me up. Don't gotta be weird, man. Thank you. I'm sure everyone will be immensely grateful to you. That just leaves you, Grimm. Hey, Grimm, are you gonna let Emmeline hog all the spotlight? If the three of you save the city, you'll probably be celebrated as heroes, like the kindly bell ringer. Isn't that right, Emmeline? I can hear their cheers now. Grimm's the coolest who ever lived. I can hear their cheers now. Whoa, Grimm rocks my socks off. I'll do the first one. Oh my gosh. Over dramatic. Okay. We all know it's true, but you're making me blush. Okay, oh fine. Guess someone's gotta bail out our rickety old train and my henchwoman. Oh boy, so it's either go for the bell or help in town. Both sound rough. In that case, guess I better suck it up and stick with Team Bell Tower. Oh, well, I appreciate your change in attitude, but why choose us? More human shit, I mean, the more people there are, the better my odds of survival are. Exactly what I expected from you, Ruki. You never disappoint. You know, I can respect how Ruki always looks out for number one. Not looking forward to tangling with those stairs again, but I'm thinking along the same lines. Might as well come with. I'm coming as well. There's no telling what kind of grief I'd get later if I just stayed here. Besides, I can't let that smarmy villain get away with mocking us like that. Our school's honor is on the line. You bet I'm going with the Bell group. I don't run from fights. I'm gonna make sure that punk gets it for everyone he's hurt. Yeah, for sure. He's gonna regret springing a trap on us. I'll destroy every last Fire Lotus and wipe that smug smirk off Rolo's face. Deuce Apple, well said. Avenging every insult personally is the Night Raven College way. We shall crush Rolo Fame ourselves. Indeed, let us ring the Bell of Souls and reclaim this beautiful Floor City. Alright, everyone, listen up. Flamey used the Bell of Souls to propagate the flowers. There's no way he hasn't considered this possibility. He's bound to be on the top floor of the tower safeguarding the bell. He's an exceptional mage, so I advise you to proceed with extreme caution. We're not going to lose some overgrognard mage clinging to an extinct relic of a flower. Please don't insult us. Instead, I suggest you begin thinking of a suitable reward for when we all return. I will put a stop to all his schemes. Where shall I begin? Just you wait, Flamey. We'll face one another soon enough. And that, everybody, was book 3. Now, I'm gonna be absolutely honest with you. I looked it up a few days ago, and I thought there were only 3 books to this event. It is almost 2 o'clock in the morning on the 16th, So I'm very concerned I will not be able to clear the event stories. So what I'm thinking I'm gonna do is I'm gonna skip through all of the pages in book 4 and make sure that there's no study lessons I have to do for book 5 because I don't have any more star shards to use. So I'm not gonna read any of it. I'm just gonna skip through it all, and then if I can manage to unlock it all tomorrow, I'll make another video on it. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.